Hello, beautiful souls. Thanks for tuning in to another Spiritually Ziya reading. So, today we're going to be getting a message from your shadow self. And when I was meditating on the energy, I started to see almost like a rip in reality. And I kept hearing quantum time continuum. Don't even know what that means. I started looking it up so I could kind of check it out, and I've read it like 10 times, and my brain still cannot comprehend what the hell it's saying to me. But I was seeing almost like two realities bridging and merging into one. Two versions of self, two different timelines becoming one. Okay, so I'm curious to see what this reading has in store for us today. Oh. If you're intrigued about the quantum time continuum, feel free to go look it up. Because I can't even remember off the dome like what I just read. And I read it literally right before I started this. Go figure, right? Let's see. Can we get an opening energy of the message that you have for us today? Message from the collective shadow self. We got two cards. We got reflection and we got surrender. It's funny because we were talking about like two timelines, two versions of self. Now we got two cards. The number 2 is significant in a major way, okay? In a major way. And we got confidence, and it was in reverse underneath on the bottom. So there's something that has been affecting your self-esteem, your confidence, and your ability to go after what it is that you truly desire. And this is something that is obviously part of your shadow. It is a part of you that you have repressed due to what is acceptable on a societal level, if that makes sense. And I feel like you guys are releasing this right now. There is a energy, obviously we got surrender here, of you guys letting this go. I just heard like no more Mr. Nice Guy. So some of you guys could have been, self-sacrificing for others, trying to be too nice. It does give the energy of people pleasing when I hear that. Not that you guys are manipulative people, but when we do stuff like that, like we try to be somebody that is more acceptable, or to those around us, I should say, or that try to like make people like us more. It is in a way being manipulative because we're trying to be somebody that we're not in hopes that it will give us a better reputation, I guess, with people. But instead it just makes us feel like we're not good enough, like we're not already acceptable, or like we're not already perfect in our own way. Nobody's like perfect in the sense of what perfection technically stands for, but we are all imperfectly created in our own perfect way. We are all part of God's image, and we should all respect ourselves and those around us for who we are and who we choose to be. We have free will for a reason, and what people choose to do with that is their own choice. The only thing that you guys have control over is your own choices and what you decide to do with your own life. Choosing to dim your light for those around you is choosing your own demise. You are self-sabotaging. And maybe you're comfortable with that because that's something that you've done so much growing up. Maybe it feels almost uncharted territory for you to actually stand in your power, stand up for what you believe in, and be who you are authentically. But this is an opportunity for you to further reflect on this and to gain your power back, to rewrite that story. Uncomfortability is where we grow the most. Seeking discomfort actually helps you grow and evolve. I would encourage, if it is safe, for you to dive deeper into some of those uncomfortable feelings that you do have, because you would be surprised on what is unlocked and activated for you in doing that. I'm hearing that mirror on the wall song. I'm looking at the mirror on the wall. Here we are again. Through my rise and falls, you'll be my only friend. And that is a message from you to you, you know? Through your ups and downs, through the good and the bad. Like, you're always going to be the one that is going to be there for you, that is always going to have your back. You are the one that has to be okay with you at the end of the day. Fuck what other people think. Who gives a fuck? That is the energy that you need to start telling yourself when you start giving a fuck more about what other people think and what other people are doing over what you feel and think, right? Because now you're self-sacrificing. Now you're self-sabotaging. Now you're people pleasing again. You have to be conscious and aware of when you are doing that in order to reprogram that. And the best way to reprogram that is to continuously correct yourself when you find yourself reverting back into those energies, those habits, right? And to practice awareness. Let's jump in with some tarot. Let's get some tarot messages for you. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, iridescent. I love it. Not to be cocky, but I'm gonna get it. I'm just keeping it real. We got strength in reverse, which is giving me the vibe of you needing to take back your power from situations that have drained you, situations that have disempowered you, because you are better than that. And you know you are. So we got the full moon in reverse. We got the 5 of Swords. And we got the Knight of Swords. I don't know why I was just singing that last message either. I feel like almost like I need to be goofy or something. Like I need to just like bring a little bit of lighthearted energy into this. And maybe that's a message for somebody here. Like, stop being so serious. Stop taking things so seriously. Be like Buddha. Laugh more. Find the joy in these situations and these experiences. And if you can't find it, create it. Shit. You have the power. I've got the power. Okay, period. I mean, even in the strength card, look. The power is in your hands to manifest more experiences that are going to disempower you, that are going to make you feel small, or you can take your power back, bud. And you can create abundance. You can create empowerment. You can rewrite your story. You don't have to live the story that has been written for you thus far, right? You can choose to write the story in a new narrative. You can choose to be the superhero of your story. As a matter of fact, I would encourage that, okay? I would encourage that strongly, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to feel strong, to feel powerful, to feel empowered, to feel inspired, to feel creative. You deserve to express these things, to be you. No need to keep apologizing for just existing. Take up space. Take up all the fucking space. You deserve that, okay? You've earned that. Fuck what anybody else has to say. With the full moon in reverse, and it's falling right over the surrender card, this is making me feel like you guys are clutching too strongly onto something that you need to let go. It's out of your control anyways. You know, we don't have control over what the moon does when it decides to be full, when it decides to be a new moon. I mean, we can predict based off of patterns, but we don't actually have control over that. If the moon decided it wanted to switch shit up and do something different, like, we would have no control over that, right? That's the message here. You have no control over what it is that you are so stressed about, that you are holding on so strongly to. I just keep seeing like somebody like clutching their pearls, like, I can't let go. And that's just creating a lot of chaos, tension, and conflict in your energy. is you holding on so tightly. You gotta let go in order to let something blossom and to grow, right? You can't like take a plant and just like hold it for dear life and expect it to be able to grow. You're gonna suffocate it. You're gonna kill it. You know what I mean? You are the plant. You're suffocating yourself with these disempowering beliefs, lifestyle choices, habits, hobbies, or lack of, right? If you lack goals and hobbies and passion, and yeah, you're suffocating your own life. You're not fully embracing what you came here to experience, which is joy, love, pleasure, right? You have to create that for yourself. You have to find that for yourself. And if you're not doing that, your shadow is here to encourage that. Like, you've done a lot of shadow work. You've been comfortable in the shadows and the depression and the anxiety and the unpleasant experiences. Now it's time for you to create something that is going to fuel your passion for life again. It is time for you to go get it, go make it happen. Just like you do for everything else, it's time for you to do it for your passion. You need balance. You know, you can't just continue to invest in shadow work and the darkness and expect to be happy all the time, because there is no balance there. It's part of the cycle of life. You know, we all have to go through it in order to not only to truly appreciate what the light has to offer, but to also shape us and to build our character. This is what the shadow does. It shapes us, it builds us up, it empowers us if we allow it to. You know, some people allow it to consume them, and then that's the only reality that they exist in, is in the shadow realm. And that's not a life that you want to live. Feeling hopeless, feeling helpless, feeling distracted, distant, dissociated, depressed, anxious. You don't want to live a life like that. You want to grow from those experiences. Your shadow's trying to give you like the cheat code and how to, you know, access your shadow and make it work for you, and also how to create balance and align yourself with a higher vibe, you know, that's what it's trying to do. So there could be a person in your life that you need to cut off or cut out. Whether you choose to actually fully cut this person off or just be distant or have good boundaries, whatever it is, like there's somebody or something. It might not even be a person. It can also be a habit or a lifestyle or a mindset, right? That needs to go. It needs good boundaries set in place with it. Because what is happening right now is it is controlling you. It is taking your energy and your power, your life force. You're letting them or these situations tell you that you can't when you actually can. And you will. You are. You already are. Right? You're just not able to see that because you're too blinded by what other people have going on or what they're saying or what your own mind is telling you. Stop listening to that, because that is not helping you. Time for you to speak your truth and stand up for yourself and what you really believe in. Instead of being present and being able to take action toward things that actually fuel you or inspire you, you're too stuck in trying to do for other people or focusing on the things that have been dimming your light, you know? And it takes time and it takes practice, like breaking out of that. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's definitely not, but I mean, if it was easy, would you really grow? Would you really learn? Hell no. You'd become complacent. That's not what you came here for. Okay. Both those cards flipped over and then neither of them came out. Wow. We got tobacco with number 40. Feed your ancestors. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. This is not only just making me think of like your ancestors, but this is your shadow self. It's like almost giving the vibe of honor your shadow, honor your ancestors. They are here to connect with you and to guide you, not to hurt you. And it's how you perceive this to be is how this directly affects your energy, right? So if you perceive your shadow to be some, almost like demonizing it, perceiving it to be something that is hurting you, then it's going to continue to hurt you. Whereas if you perceive it to be a compass, a guide to showing you where you need to work on in order to receive more light, in order to receive more love, that is what it's going to do for you, right? It's all about your perception. Maybe start doing practices that help you honor that part of yourself, that help you, you know, gain your power from that part of yourself. And we got Fawn with number 15. Be curious, dear child, and explore the world within worlds. This is a message from your shadow that it is time for you to delve deeper than you've ever dove before. It is time for you to start to understand the world within. We got Crow with number 11. Pay close attention to the winds. There's a message making its way. Yeah, that's why it's time for you to dive deeper, because there's something for you to know. Your shadow has a message for you. I mean, quite literally, it has a message for you here today, but there is a message within yourself that is unique and custom to you in your life, and it needs you to pay attention. It needs you to be present in the energy in order for you to fully receive what it has to tell you. I'm going to pull some final messages. These are fun cards. I like them. I feel like it would definitely be like the shadows vibe. Let's get some final messages from your shadow. What does it want you to know? I keep hearing that. Shut the fuck up right now and let me breathe. Grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. Sometimes life is just waiting for you to meet it with the same level of energy it's been stomping you with. And when that's the case, sometimes you just need to get all alpha dog on it and be like, listen, bitch, note of caution. Make sure you know what you want life to do when you get its attention. Keep hold of life's balls and point them to where you want it to go. Otherwise, that mixed metaphor is totally going to pull on the leash and poop on your lawn. Okay? So make sure you know what the fuck you want from life before you start talking to it like that, because you're going to get its attention, and you better know what you want it to do in the direction that you're trying to head and the intentions that you have for it, because otherwise it might take a big ass shit on your lawn, like I said. Holy crap, you guys got a lot more than I anticipated, but all right, we'll just go with it. Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. You've been wanting life to get better, right? We often forget that in order for things to change, the status quo needs to get shaken up, and the stuff that no longer serves us needs to leave to make room for the good shit. We all love the phoenix rising from the ashes, but we forget the part where her nest is a bonfire and she's on fire. And that shit is scary as fuck. Remember, you want to be a phoenix, you gotta learn to love the fire. Period. I like that. I like these messages. I miss this deck. Oh my goodness. We have grab your own butt, love yourself. Whatever type of butt you have, you're a complete psychopath if you can't see that. Butts of all kinds are super fucking awesome. Look around at all the butts of the world. Big butts, teeny tiny butts, jiggly butts, orangutan butts, elephant butts. Grab your butt right now. Aren't you lucky to be the kind of animal that gets to have a butt? Answer, yes, you are lucky. Very, very lucky. Oh, it's so funny. We have worrying is a negative prayer. Baby, this is why we pull final messages. You don't need any of that kind of angsty, nail-biting bullshit today. If you can catch yourself worrying, take a deep breath and ask the universe for what you really want. not what you don't want. The universe always lets you change your order. And hell yeah, you want fries with that? Supersize that shit. Oh my gosh. I love it. And we got the wound is the place where the light enters you. Ooh, baby. Pick one time in your life you've been hurt and ask it how it made you golden. Did it make you more tenderhearted? Did it open you up when you were once closed down? Did that heartbreak lead you to more connection with spirit? Can you just get a little teensy tiny bit grateful for it? Fuck yeah, look at you. You're like a wounded disco ball inside. Ooh, I like that. I like that. We got be the person you needed when you were a kid. Ooh. Did you need someone who protected you? Did you need unconditional love? Did you need more attention? Did you need more praise? Did you need to know someone had your back? You're a big kid now and you can do that for that little pipsqueak still living inside your rib cage. Aww. Definitely some inner child healing that is happening for you guys. And you guys can always be the person that you've needed or that you want somebody to be for you, for yourself, right? You don't need anybody else. You never did. All you needed was to learn to love and accept yourself and to just be there for yourself. And that's what your shadow is trying to show you, is trying to teach you. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this here because I'm stumbling. But I'm sending you guys lots of love. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care of yourself.